A community built around a passion for the ocean and a laid-back approach, Dana Point has historically attracted innovators and entrepreneurs and still does so today. People cultivating their talents and ideas to impact the community where they live, work, and play. Extraordinary people celebrating our town's identity and leading us into the future.
Dana Point has been a place where innovators, competitors, and watermen have shaped our history. The city is working hard toward being a vibrant, world-class place through new development and new traditions.
New annual events, such as the Ohana, Driftwood, and Sabroso festivals, have elevated the profile of Dana Point and provided additional opportunities for visitors to see Dana Point's progress. The city welcomes investment in Dana Point's major assets, like Dana Point Harbor.
The redevelopment of the harbor, first and foremost, is badly needed because all the improvements that you see in the harbor were built in the early 70s. They've served a great purpose since the early 70s. They're all well beyond their useful life. Our revitalization is really going to bring about entirely new construction in the harbor, from the boat slips to the retail experience to the hotel experience. Everything will be completely rebuilt.
My mom and dad opened the Harbor Grill in 1984, and I've been running it for the last 15 years. We've got close to 50 employees here. They're all long-term employees. One of our managers, Beverly, has been here 30 years, and even her grandson worked here. Since the Dana Point Harbor Partners assumed management of the harbor, it's clear they're hitting the ground running. They're making changes, they're communicating well. We're really excited about it.
We want to be responsive to the merchants that have invested so much in this harbor over many, many years. In a lot of cases, we've got second generation, families that are taking over businesses here. And it means a lot to us to recognize them and their businesses and to help them grow with the next generation.
Dana Point is a place of tradition and transition. As the town continues to honor its past, we're focused on transitioning in a way that embraces the spirit of the community and provides opportunities for the next generation of our legacy businesses.
The Dana Point Harbor business community is great. It's a family environment. There's multi-generational businesses throughout the harbor. People that came in car seats are now bringing their kids in car seats. It's a great family environment, and that's how the Dana Point community is.
I'm a second generation surfboard shaper, and what I'm doing today is just an extension of what my dad did for 60 years. Gosh, everything I get to do, the smells, the feels of the tools, all that. It's like my dad's here with me. He's not physically, but it feels like it. I had an interest early on in how my dad started. I'm still using those methods that my dad used in 1952 with modern materials a lot of times. I still shape balsa wood, but that's a very rootsy part of the craft. And you share that with a new generation surfer, pretty cool.
Communities are strengthened by partnerships with nonprofits, service clubs, and businesses. The city has fostered these relationships to achieve its mission to set the standard for an exceptionally livable city.
Dana Point is creating opportunities to engage our next generation through partnerships. Collaboration between civic groups, businesses, and residents are binding the community together to both give back and support the local economy.
Dana Point Surf Club started about 2.5 years ago. We currently have about 300 to 400 members. It's basically all the surfing community in Dana Point and its extended families. The Dana Point Surf Club emphasizes that you are an ambassador of this community, and not just the surf community. Throughout Dana Point, you represent Dana Point throughout California. So this year, the Dana Point Surf Club will do a California Surfing Day with the Boys and Girls Club of San Juan. We will be giving out a scholarship at Dana Hills High School. We gave out our first scholarship last year, and we have a few other kind of interesting things planned this year.
The Dana Point Surf Club not only focuses on building the character of its youth, the club is building community through new annual events.
So the Spring Classic is kind of a special event because what it's doing this year is very unique to the club. We're bringing in a lot of the retail and business community. The city's helping with that, and it's the first time we're kind of branching out within the community and being more inclusive throughout the city.
The Surf Club isn't the only group looking to create partnerships in Dana Point.
Partnerships in the community are vitally important to us. And so we want to continue to do things that are going to really embrace the local community and be a reflection of the local community and relevant to the local community. Education and paying homage to the surf industry is a very important part of the project and what we want to provide the community.
As the community builds character through engaging our youth, the city is working to support local businesses and encourage entrepreneurship.
Through the development of vacant lots and improvements to existing buildings, Dana Point is providing new spaces for entrepreneurs to establish businesses. Entrepreneurs not only create jobs, they improve the quality of our community through new services and experiences.
F45 is a group training facility, so we call ourselves team training, life-changing. So it's a group training class, anywhere from up to 27 to 36 people per class, a combination of circuit training, high-intensity interval training, and functional training. We love the road just because the redevelopment they've just done, and they're bringing in a lot of great high-end tenants here, which is a fantastic fit for us.
This Dana Point location is our second location, and we love the chance to be able to do it again because it's off the beaten path, so people who come find us really want to find us. And the city was excited to have us, and that's made all the difference.
Sea and Sky began because Buzz is incredibly talented with succulents, and she'd been giving them as gifts, and a friend of hers asked if she wanted to do this as a business, and she said yes, and we looked for space in Dana Point and found this terrific space on Del Prado, and we are here a year and a half later and couldn't be happier. Being an entrepreneur and starting Sea and Sky has been way more than we ever thought it would be. It has enriched our lives. It has absolutely made such a difference to all of us being here in Dana Point and being shop owners.
We chose to move to Dana Point, one, because we obviously are making a big investment in downtown and continue to make more investments in and around where we have our office. But it's just a great community. It's definitely got a feeling that we enjoy and everyone who works here really enjoys being in.
The city and its partners are working closely with development to ensure that it strengthens Dana Point through additional types of housing, new shops, services, restaurants, and needed additional parking.
Parking has always been an issue in the harbor. Well, that's one of our biggest priorities. And so our plan contemplates not only a vast amount of parking above and beyond what's here today, but also above and beyond what the county approved plan would have provided. When people come down to the harbor, they not only want to come down to enjoy the shops, but many people want to come down just to stroll the harbor.
Raintree Partners has obviously made a big investment in downtown in Prado West. We've also renovated this office building and continue to make investments in other buildings downtown to help really just bring up the character and invest back into rehabilitating some of these older buildings. Since Raintree purchased the site where Prado West is now being built, we've done a lot of work with the city and the community to help address some of the concerns that the community had about the project, specifically related to parking and public space. It only had 90 parking spaces included. We've actually increased that now to almost 150 parking spaces, which will be in part of a public garage that will be accessible off of Amber Lantern.
We are super excited about everything that is going to be happening in the Lantern District. All the developments that are coming in, we feel like are only going to make our shop better.
It's always great to see new development happening in the city. I mean, new things coming through, improvements happening to older buildings, and it's just great for the community and it's great for the existing retail and service establishments there as well.
The city is proud of how it's engaging businesses, building community, and supporting our youth. The city of Dana Point is honoring its vision, creating a vibrant, world-class place.
Sea and Sky has had tremendous support from everybody that's walked through our doors, whether it's the customers, whether it's our vendors, whether it's our reps, whether it's the consignment artists. And being a part of the city of Dana Point, which is so dear to us, to have the support of the city has been absolutely phenomenal, and we could not have done it without the city's support.
F45 chose Dana Point because of its location. We love being by the beach. It's a great community atmosphere here. We love the demographics. We love where the city's going. We love all the new development and the good mix of retail and residential. It's just a fantastic place.
So being here, I mean, coming to this office every day and seeing what's going on downstairs at Bear Coast with the local community coming here to support this new business and just being a part of it every day is exciting. It just makes us want to do more.
Revitalizing Dana Point Harbor? Yeah, it's time. The community has been waiting 20 years for this to happen, and it's time.
I mean, as an entrepreneur, one of the foundational ideas is that if you're not growing, you're dying as far as a business goes. And I think when it comes to seeing a city that wants to push and do more to become more relevant to the people living in that area, that just adds more vitality to whatever we're doing.
I have lived here in this community for my entire life, and I've had a good time doing it the entire time. And so that just keeps building on itself. And I'm more stoked to live here today than I was when I was stoked when I was a kid. So how good's that?